Hey guys, Tin Man here. It is currently Wednesday. It's like 2 weeks after my last video because I'm bad about, keeping up with uploads. But I was going to do a part 2 on that other video, but I think I'm just going to leave it alone. But today, I'm going to be washing this girl up. I'm going to show you guys my new bumper and some other stuff. So let's get right to it. We're going to start with washing this old girl. Alright guys, so I wanted to throw this in here. I'm recording this at the very end before my outro, but the chapters are going to be in here, so if you guys want to skip to wherever, you can. Part about the bumper is towards the very end, then the saw stuff in the middle, but if you guys want to skip to wherever you want to, the chapters will be in here, all the timestamps and stuff. So, well guys, I got the old girl about as clean as I'm going to get her without a pressure washer. I thought that was, mud still on the door, this spot right here, but it's a scuff because I think I kicked the door closing it one day. But got tire shine on there, it's still drying. I think I'm going to polish these mirror heads, call it good. Otherwise, she looks pretty good, I guess, for a work truck. See my terrible hair there in the reflection, but yeah, it looks pretty good. Waiting on this side's got tire slide on it now, and then I had to clean this one off a little bit more, but once it dries I'm going to put some on there, and I don't really know what we're going to do. Tomorrow I got to cut a couple trees down out here. I'll show you guys that. I got some more chainsaws, like 5 more I think, yeah, but we got the old girl cleaned up looking halfway decent. So I'm going to polish these mirror brackets, or not the mirror brackets, but the heads, since they're aluminum. You can see where I polished them once before, but didn't, polish them real good. But, well, she's looking pretty doggone good. I cleaned the mud flaps in the bumper, so that looks good. Good old purple fire. It's what I use to pretty much do all my cleaning. I might spray the engine bay down and hit it with some water. Alright guys, so it is Thursday. Got the old 372 here. Got some gas, and I don't really know why. I think it just needs a new fuel line really, but we're just going to kind of dig into it. We're going to pull the top cover off and go from there. Like I said, I think I said it. I don't know if I did, but I had these 5 saws given to me. I'll show you guys the other 4. There's a 261 and a 257, then 345 over there, and the part saw of this one's in the back of my truck. I use it as a wheel chop because it's mostly, well, I mean, it's got a piston and stuff, but otherwise, it ain't really nothing that I need. It didn't have a recoiler. Nothing on it, and that's actually what I needed for this one, so I just had to order a new one. But otherwise, it's got some decent parts on it. The fuel caps and stuff are still good, and I think I stole it for, I think I'm going to steal it because one of the other saws, one of the 200 series, has a leaking fuel cap, so can't depend on that. Now, I haven't really tried to get the 257 or the 261 running. I've just fooled with this one and the 345. Now when I went to get this one running, I just blew everything out. It worked pretty good, but I don't think I have any gas in this one. We don't need gas. Maybe I might have saw it come apart, but I need to. Yeah, full fire. I think it's good. But, trying to look here. Like I said, I don't really know a whole lot about this saw, but I've worked on that 345 and the 50. I know I've done quite a bit of work on the 50, but this one right here is, completely new to me. The only work I've done to it is blow it out and put a cover on it, but it kind of runs funky. It needs adjusted, but I ain't really worried about it. I need to put some more gas in it, and leaks a lot of bar and chain oil, but I think the biggest part of that is Dad laid it on its side, and make sure you guys are still, yeah, getting focused here. Let me zoom you guys in. Disregard the mess back there. I've been doing all kinds of different stuff. I ain't really had no time to clean up, but so this one leaks a little fuel and it runs kind of funky. I don't know what the screwdriver went that I was using to clean it. But let me get my phone here and look and see what kind of screws it takes. Those are flatheads, little flatheads. And the thing is, I don't have a little flathead I don't have a flathead that small, I don't think. Not that I'm aware of anyway. I'm going to try and find a flathead. Well, never mind on that. I don't have any gas. That sucks. But I don't really know what we can do with this saw. It's entertaining right now because I don't have anything. I don't have no gas to make it run or nothing. And it leaked all of its gas out laying on its side. I guess, you know, I think it's just like at 345. 345 leaks when it's laying on its side. But I will show you guys the 345 and the other saws. After I get this cover put back on, so I'll get right back with you guys. Alright guys, I'm going to set the 345 up on the table here. And I'll show you guys it. My messy table. Terrible messy. But, anyway, this is the 345. Pretty decent condition saw. Let me get you guys focused in here. Looks like we're getting enough focused. I think it has a little bit of gas in it. Start. Like I said, healthy saw. All these saws come out of a sawmill, except that one did. But these two, that's the 261, that's 257, and that's the 50 that I broke the pull cord on. Also, it has a bad coil. I think I got it hot one day, and then the part saw's in the bed of my pickup. But I have a bunch of saws, like way more saws than I could ever need. I have an old Polon right there, Poolin, however you want to say it. Then, you know, all these Husqvarnas, and I got a John Deere in a barn. So yeah, I got saws at the hind end for no reason. But now one thing that I do need to diagnose on the 345 here is it has a fuel leak. When you turn it up on its side, it leaks fuel. And a lot of people said it was meant to. So we're going to check on that. I got some gas line around here somewhere in this mess. And I think after we fix this, I'll clean it up. Just because I'm kind of getting tired of it. But after that, it just gets messy again. That's the thing. I'm always working on something different. I always got some different project going on, so I always got parts and tools and all kinds of stuff strewn everywhere. I mean, there's polish and angle grinder polishing wheel over here. I polished my mirror brackets on my pickup yesterday. There's a big hint. Then it should release the paint. Let's see if we can see the vent line down in here without tearing too deep into it. I really want to get, you know, into some big mess. Just to replace the vent line right now. Simply because I got stuff I got to do today. It probably helps if I can see something. Look at the flashlight on. You guys want to see a picture of me with a cone on my head? I'll show you. But, one of these leaks. I don't really know. I guess we'll have to dig deeper into it and take gas tank part of it off. Really don't want to do. But, what we can do instead of fooling with that, since I probably won't be able to find my gas line, we'll look at this 261 over here. I think it's the one without any compression. I think it might have a bad release on it, but I'm gonna get these screws tightened up and I'll get back to you guys. Alright, so this 261 is the one with no compression, and also before you guys say anything, I did put the air filter back on the 345, but I don't know why I don't have any compression. I think it might be the compression release. I'm not real sure what else it could be, unless it's just, you know, bad scored or something, but I have to tell you guys. This is with the compression release in. This is with the compression release out. Okay, now let's take that and compare it to the 345. That's with the compression release out. That's with it in. And that's, I mean, that's a bigger displacement saw. Actually, even this little flattened out 257, that's not the proper handle, but compression, yeah, it shouldn't be like that all the time. That's the way it is on that 261. And yes, 261 has a plug in it, and the plug is tight, but we'll figure it out here. Oh brother, get too old for this stuff. But yeah, let's pull this top cover off, and we'll get into it. All right, guys. So we got the 372 parts on here. We're on here and turn on this light. Alright, get the light turned on here. So let's pull the compression release out of this one. I don't think it's stuck. So that might be, this one's packed full of sawdust. Bit me. I guess I should have, you know, thought about that before I started, you know, using that up. Grab it right there. But anyway, pull this compression release out. It may not be as stuck as I think. This one's got sawdust down in the bore and stuff. So, yeah, this one's rusted up. So it's not a likely candidate, but I don't think this one's sealing the way it should. I don't know about you guys. Let me see if I can focus you guys in on this release. Bring you on in here. Oh yeah, no. There we go. So, come on now. This is your compression release. See if I can get the focus better. I don't know if I can or not. Maybe, yeah. It's about as good as it's going to get, but oh, I mean, it don't look too bad. I don't know. We'll grab one out of the 257 there. We'll pull the release out of it and try it. I guess the best way to test my theory about a bad compression release would be to take this one out and put the one that come out of the 261 here and see if it changes anything. Now, if it does, then we'll know that if this one doesn't have compression with that release, then we'll know that it's a release. I really don't think it could be a release because, I mean, it very well could be, but there's not a huge passage there for air to escape either way. But you never know. That one was not very well in here. But we'll run this one down in here and see. I don't know how well you guys are focused with my hands in the way. I don't have it on autofocus. But we'll see if it changes anything. If it don't, then we'll know that we need to take the top end off that 261, and that's what we'll do. But first, let's tighten this up. Get the compression? Oh yeah. Still got compression, so we know it's in the top end. For sure now. Yeah. So, we'll tear the top end on the 261 and see where that gets us. And we'll go from there. We'll look at the cylinder, look at the piston, all that stuff, and we'll see how bad she looks. But something tells me that that's where our problem is. I know it don't have a broken rod or nothing, because I mean you can tell that it's moving, but it is broken. Where's the solid? There it is. Screen, whatever you want to call it. I messed it up. Alright, set this one back down. Take the plug out of 261 here and turn the top end. When does this come on? It's real long Allen wrench, I guess, or something. I don't know. We'll get into it. Plug wire off here. What's the plug not be tight? No, plug's tight. Take this off. So I'll get everything loosened up and I'll get right back to you guys. Alright guys, the first thing I want to take a look at here is the plug. As you can see, it's all nasty, carboned up. So I about got the top end off the 261, and we'll look at that and see how it looks. But this plug looks pretty nasty. Alright, let's see if I can get you guys focused in here. It looks focused pretty good to me. Pull my phone out and turn the flashlight on. I wish I had my little baby flashlight, but I don't. But right there's our bore. Doesn't look too bad to me. There is some trash in there, a little bit of scoring, but nothing too serious. Yeah, nothing real serious. But on our ring right here, you can see, get it in shot and focus here. Hold on. Oh, there we go. There, right there is your piston ring, and as you can see, there's like a flat spot here, or a thinner spot compared to around the rest of the ring. So I think that might be our culprit. I'm not sure, but we can get a new ring and try it. It's the simplest thing I know to do, but otherwise there's really nothing we can do. And on the piston, let me get you guys off the tripod here. On our piston, which I did not take out, there's not any, hold on, there we go, let me focus you guys. There's not any real bad scoring. Like I said, there's some trash, but that's kind of to be expected, I guess. On this side, nothing super bad. There is scoring, but not super bad. And I think I'm just not going to worry about the scoring. We'll just throw another ring in it and see what happens, and go from there. Ain't really nothing I can do. I don't want to put a lot of money in the saw. I don't even know if they're good saws or not. I've never asked anybody if these are good saws or not. But otherwise, I think it's pretty healthy. There's no serious, you know, damage in there. So, alright guys, before I call this video quits, I want to show you guys my bumper that I built. I built this out of some scrap steel I had laying around. As you can see, it's kind of awkward shaped steel, but threw me a stirrup on there so I can get up there a little easier. I got my fog lights on here, and yeah, it looks pretty good. Painted it black, and I welded it to the original, you know, bumper mounts, and I like it. I ran into an oak tree on purpose with it. See how it hold up. I had two 44-inch sections of that steel, and I just welded them together and then cut off what I needed off the end. Then how I got my bend here was I just took and cut these out with an angle grinder, and then, you know, just gobbed some welding there. I know they look rough, but they hold. Did it on both sides. I mean, I don't think nobody's gonna pay attention to that anyhow. If they do, I mean. And then that center weld's the one that I'm kind of embarrassed about, because I mean, it's a big, thick, fat weld, and you can tell it's there. But it's stout, it's sturdy, I like it. Also, disregard the mess in the truck, I could clean it out. I put a different CB in here. I had a Cobra 32 XLR, and I put my Galaxy DX99V in here. Put a different faceplate on it because the one that was on there was, you know, all beat up. I think it's in the truck still somewhere, but anyway, I like it. It talks good. I got to get a different external speaker because them Texas Rangers ain't all there, you know. They look good, but they don't work that well. They create a lot of feedback. But truck looks good. I clean my wheels up and stuff, polish my mirrors. Old truck looks pretty good. Just old work truck. That's all she does is works. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I know I was going to do a part 2 on that other video, but I ain't really made any footage for it. So right now this will just have to suffice. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, hope you guys have a great rest of your week. And peace out.